of the software, but I am running in the software industry hard and fine now. Coming to SAP, I've worked in MNCs, different MNCs and startups also, where I have done implementations, data migrations, rollouts, and as a consultant, how to handle a client. What are the steps to handle a client? What is the communication needed to handle a client? What are the SLAs to be maintained? So I'll be handling all these teams, all these things, and my current position as a lead is to handle the team and maintain the good communication with other team members also, we need to we need to move or coordinate with the other modules also, because a single module will not work in SAP. All the modules are important, which are installed in your company, and all modules to be coordinatively work with one each other. So as a lead, I'll be maintaining that rapport with other leads so that our process will go smooth. And coming to SAP MM, so many people has many doubts whether they can switch to SAP or not, or you are not a background of a software, or you are in the background of domain of some other division. So I am your live example where I am differently completely from X to Y, because my domain is different, my study domain is different, my work domain is different, and I am in SAP right now. I am into production only, so which gave me a little push up to come into SAP. But it is not a mandate thing. They'll say if it is domain experience, they'll consider it. But for nowadays, every people who are coming into the SAP MM domain and SAP MM are not having domain knowledge, but they can understand pretty well as a person who is having the domain knowledge.
One
And
point to add,
yes,
Ram. So this is a
yeah.
good point what you said. Okay. So even I have observed when initially when we started our career 20 years back, it was more or less a mandatory person to have the industry experience, process experience before getting into any of these functional models, SD, MM and all. But later I see that my observation also, a lot of people are learning as a freshers and they are getting into the uh, SAP projects, SAP company, and then working very good. Very practical. I've seen so many people in my experience in offshore in India and as well as the onshore which I have worked. Within 2, 3 years, they become very expertise in the SAP MM. Even then, they don't have the process knowledge. Yeah,
That is all,
that's one
because
point.
SAP MM is, if you understand, it is your regular activity which you do in your home, or which regular activity which you do in your office.
Easy to a little bit understood comparatively, right?
Yes,
Generally,
yes,
that
yes.
that concepts point of view, especially.
Concept point of view.
Yes, yes. Okay, fine, fine, good. Thanks, Ram. So,
I'll start.
yes, yes, go ahead.
Is my screen visible? Just let me know if my screen is visible.
Yes, Ram, we can see.
Yes. Yes. For all you to know, we are Mars IT Solutions, where we organize different training sessions for the people who are enthusiastic and who wanted to switch their careers into SAP MM, as SAP MM is growing right away very fast. Mahesh, as the managing person of managing director of this Mars IT Solutions, and we are all the leaves who are coordinating with the big tree. So next, MM. Why MM? Why every people saying MM, or why MM you need to prefer means it is a daily activity heavily rely on your SAP MM. Your home daily activity is relies on MM. And even small industries also, like a bookshop or a sawmill, which will implement initially two modules with both MM and FI, because without material there is no industry, and without my money there is no industry. So given that no organization can function without these modules, a basic industry which is trying to go for a trial run of SAP will go for these two modules definitely. So there is a big scope when it comes to MM and FI modules. And what about beginners who has zero knowledge in SAP MM? Coming to SAP MM, it is your daily activity which you do in your home. MM is the module where you do everything in your home, and it is linked to your daily activity. So why SAP MM means, we suggest you as a beginner, if you want to easily understand SAP, try MM module. Uh, Next is, what is ERP? ERP are softwares where you enter your regular data activities which is going in your company. There are different ERPs which are available in market, like Oracle, like Infor M3, and other ERPs are there. But why people are preferring SAP means, SAP is used because of its integration, efficiency, and data consistency. There are the other ERPs have some constraints where some changes are done. Those are not noted in the background. But when it comes to SAP, uh, if a minor change is done from a point N at this point time, it will be noted in the background, and you can identify those changes easily as a consultant. So everybody is preferring MM, SAP. Then what is MM when it comes to MM? MM is the core module that manages procurement and inventory functions. And material is the key thing which links all other modules. For example, if you have a production unit, you need material for the production unit. For finance to pay, what did you purchase? I purchased a material. So material is the link. And if you're repairing a machinery, what is the equipment you are repairing, and what are the things you are using for the repair? Those are materials. So material is everywhere, and material is linked to all other modules in SAP. And here, coming to future parts, initially MM used to be a big module where it starts from material creation to invoice. But there are some separate chains, like supply chain management. Only planning and payment will be done from those supply chain teams, but not maintenance of master data. So there are some differences, but in this training session, we'll make you a core consultant where you will know each and every data which is linked to MM, including master data maintenance, transaction, and the sub branches like this supply chain management, procurement, and everything. It is efficient procurement and cost control, and to maintain accurate inventory, this MM is required. Okay. For example, creation of material, ordering of material, getting the material, and giving money to the material. These are the four main things outline of an SAP MM requirement determination. First, you'll determine what you require. Let us take these things very easily. First, in the home, your mom will say you to bring some curd packets from some stores. So that is your requirement determination. Your source determination is where is the curd available? The dairy shop which is there. And there are two dairy shops, but from where the quality curd is available is your vendor selection, source determination and vendor selection. Then you'll go to the shop and ask him to give the curd. That is your PO processing. Okay, and he is taking the curd packets. And what is the curd packet he is taking? Whether mom asked for half liter packet or quarter liter packet. So then you will be monitoring that purchase, whether he is giving correctly or not. Yes, that is PO monitoring. You'll receive the curd packet in your hands. So that is your goods receipt. Invoice, he'll give you the bill. So this is some 36 rupees of a pack. So I have purchased it to 72 rupees. So please pay 72 rupees. That is your invoice processing. And you'll give the money, that is payment processing. So MM is your daily activity which you are doing from your home. Coming to SAP and SAP MM, there are sub-modules and components. First is master data. Master data is like, third packet is your material. So master data, you need to know that there is curd packet. So you need to maintain a data of curd packet in the system, that is material master. So for which vendor you need to go. So from whom you need to purchase, that is your vendor master. For going to that vendor and buying that, you definitely know that vendor previously, because on a regular basis you will do transactions with him. So you will maintain a regular data. Next time when the mother says, bring the curd packet, you will directly go to the shop. That is your info record. Okay. So the list of vendors you maintain is your source list. Procure to pay cycle. As I explained, your purchase, your goods receipt, PO monitoring, goods receipt, and your invoice receiving and your payment is your procure to pay cycle. Purchasing process means purchase requisition. What mom said you to purchase is your purchase requisition. It is your just internal document related to your own organization only. It is related to your home. So it is purchase requisition. But if mom says, bring me a curd, then it will not come to home, right? So you need to go or tell the purchase vendor to give me the curd packet to the shop, or you need to order it online from Zepto or so to get this curd packet. That processing of going to vendor or ordering it on a Zepto is your purchase order. That is the legal entity which you give it to your vendor. Okay. Next is goods receipt. Uh, what are the goods he is giving? You need to take care of the goods which are he is giving, because as per the list, what your homemaker says, you need to bring those goods. So the list of goods you will be verifying. Next comes to invoice verification. You will be checking the bill, right? So whether he has given the bill, added a bill item extra or not. That is your invoice verification. You pick the goods. After picking the goods, after coming home, you may use that goods directly, or you may store that goods. For storing that goods, it is inventory management. You'll go keep the curd packet in your fridge. At the lunchtime, you will be using those curd packets. So your inventory management is your storing of goods. Valuation and accounting means, so your father will ask you, how much did you take? How much did you pay? How much balance is there? And from which money you have taken is your valuation and accounting. Reporting, that data which you present to your father will be your reporting. So to perform all these functions in SAP, there are particular transaction codes, where you need to enter some data and it will display you all the screens where you will enter the data. Please let me know if I am going a little faster, and so I can go a little slow also. And coming to master data and transaction data. Master data is what you want or the material you wish to purchase. So master data is maintained one time in your system and it is repeatedly used for future purchases also is master data. The vendor name which you stored in your mind is your master data. The material name which you stored in your mind is your master data. Transaction data is what you are doing to get that master data in your hand is your transaction data. So there are two types of data which are there, master data and transaction data. Next, key submodules and components of SAP MM. Um, as I said, master data is foundation of all the processes of MM. Okay, when you when you want to manufacture some goods, materials, what are the different types of materials you need? So you need to pick those materials and manufacture some process. While mom is cooking some biryani for you. So what are the items you need to make the biryani is your master data, and which you need to maintain because the recipe may change, but the items, mom's recipe is mom's recipe. So the items are same. So those items, list of items which you know for your biryani is your master data. And if some are not available, you will go to the shop and you'll purchase. Those purchases are external procurements of material and service procurements. Coming to service procurements, uh, your father said you to get the AC repair done. So AC person will come, he'll do your AC service and he'll go. He'll not be giving any materials to you, or you are not purchasing any materials from him. But you are purchasing a service from him. So those are service purchases which are available in SAP. So when it comes to SAP and organization, it has a vast amount of design where you can accommodate all type of purchases. So service purchase is also a one type of purchase, where security services will be there. Security services, you cannot count it as a material. So you are purchasing their time and their manpower. So it is a service. The person who gardens your organization is gardening service. You are purchasing his time. So those are service purchases. Next, inventory management and management of stock. When you bring some stock into your home, you'll keep those stock organized. So salt, if you bring salt and chili powders will be nearer to the stove where you need them on regular basis. And some other sweet making products, you'll not be making sweet on a regular basis. So some sweet making products like gulab jamun mixer or anything will be storing in some storage space. So that segregation of your materials, and if mom wanted to cook a recipe, she'll take whatever she needs, that is goods issue, or she'll uh, transfer those materials from one place to other place, because you have brought the curd packet, and just obviously what all we'll do is we'll bring the curd packet and we'll just store it on, we'll keep it on the dining table or the sofa set which is there, because we have our own works. So what mom will do is she'll transfer the stock which you kept on the dining table to the fridge as where it should be. It is your transfer of stock. So keep it in mind that SAP MM is your day-to-day activity. Okay? Invoice verification. So So the list of goods which you brought, and what are the different products you have purchased. Definitely, even though we order online also, we'll check what are the orders we have uh, placed in the Amazon also, and what is the goods receipt time when it will be arrived, and whether the goods are collected or not. That is invoice verification. Material valuation, how material is valued means, because when you think that this material is worth of this money, so your organization will decide if this material is manufactured in-house. How the value of material is to be determined is your material valuation. Service entry sheet is your service procurement. And even when it comes to goods which we purchase from foreign countries, required customs and other options also, where you need to pay custom duties and so. So these all options are available in SAP MM. Master data is your backbone. It is consistent, reusable information, central source of information for materials. So what will be saved in this master data means, uh, when you purchase a bike, what is the model of the bike, what is the weight of the bike, the specifications of the bike will be saved in your basic data. Okay, so from the vendor which you are purchasing, or you will be saved in the purchasing data. So there are separate parts to maintain what type of transaction you do with that part in SAP is there. So sales, so you want to resell your bike, so you need to maintain the data in that sales part of that SAP. Storage, so where you keep your goods is your storage. Accounting, what is the money you spent on that bike which you purchased. Material requirement planning is related to PP module, but master data maintenance will be taken care of master MM team only, where, for example, how many people are there in your home and how much rice is required for you will be determined by your mom. In the same way, system also decides what is the material I want to manufacture and what are the goods, what is the amount of goods required to manufacture that goods is material requirement planning. Vendor master data is the information about suppliers, different suppliers we use to purchase different goods, because you cannot purchase a fruit going to a digital showroom. So your vendor of fruit purchase is different. Your vendor of digital purchase is different. Your vendor of mechanical purchase is different. So I'll segregate those vendors in a way such that I can easily pick those vendors and purchase the goods which I require. Okay. So to which organization you want to purchase, it is your home. So the company code, or it is your sister's home. You are ordering something. So your plant, what is your plant? What is your organization you are purchasing? So these are all comes under master data, and master data is crucial for your smooth operations in SAP. Okay. Purchase info record, where you'll maintain your data saying that this material is good at this vendor and with good price and good time he is delivering it. Okay, so that is called your purchase info record. So source list, if this vendor shop is closed, okay, so you can go to some other authorized vendor who you prefer. That is your source list. Next is quotations. So there are different vendors where your father will decide. So you go to this vendor and pick these goods at him only because he maintains good quality there, even though price is high. So that is, you have the data of different vendors selling the same goods. with different qualities and different prices. So that is quotations. So these quotations will be used optionally, but purchase requisition and purchase order data are maintained definitely by every organization. So your requirement determination is the main step. Your source determination is the key step. Your vendor selection is your key step. Order processing, order monitoring, goods receipt, invoice verification, and payments. Payments will come into finance module, but invoice which are related to a purchase order which you placed need to be taken care from MM side only, not other modules. Okay. So coming to purchasing process, what you need to order, that is your purchase. Your requirement determination done from MRP, or you will manually, for example, some goods are already you have ordered those goods based on the planning which is given by your mom. But some of the goods got spoiled because of you storing them outside instead of fridge. The milk which you brought, milk packet which you brought, you just kept it on the dining table. So what you will do, you will dispose that milk and you'll buy a new milk packet. So those are manual requisitions which you do. And for example, some guests are coming and mom is cooking a recipe. That is your production order. So what she wanted to cook is your order, and what is she cooking is the production process. So purchase requisitions are which you purchase, which you wanted to purchase outside, and it is your internal document requesting for goods or services manually. So I am elaborating each and every topic which are main in the MM content. Your source determination, list of vendors, and quantity, material prices, which I have already defined. Coming to goods receipt, how SAP turned this goods receipt into a masterpiece is every goods receipt will be segregated based on one movement type. For example, if you receive the goods, it will say your movement type is 101. So in the reporting purpose, you can see the list of all the goods received in a single go so that you can identify what are the goods received and what is the cost you use for your purchase. Okay. Next comes to goods issue. When you issue a goods to a production order, a 261 movement will happen. So that 261 movement will be seen. Without purchase order also, there are some requirements where you need directly go to the vendor and purchase something, because for your own you are purchasing something, not with the order of your mom and dad. It's for your own, you are going and you are purchasing it, or else mom said that okay, I'll say to father, you go purchase. So those are movements 501 which you receive a goods without purchase order directly. So all these movements will make you easy to segregate how your goods are received, how your goods are stored, how your goods are processed. So these all things come into goods receipt processing. Okay. Next is invoice verification. Invoice verification is where you check the bill and prices of the bill, whether what vendor is given, whether it is correct or not, whether all the goods which he has given are in the list are correctly placed in your bag or not. So how will recheck that? So we'll take the list of mob and you'll take the bill of vendor given. You'll recheck the goods both side by side. So purchase order and the GR which you are the invoice which a vendor has given and the goods in your bag. So this is called a three-way match where SAP is trying to give you a clear-cut picture of all the processes which you are done to purchase a goods. So blocking invoices. For example, there is a vendor who you pay monthly, but some or the other way he has given some damaged goods to you. So your father will say, don't do any payment for him. Will talk with him and then do the payment because I need to take care of this damaged goods which he has sent also. So you need to block the invoice of the vendor without payment. Okay. So those things are also available as these happened in every organization and in every home. That is why MM is for beginners without any knowledge of SAP. Okay, so I've already said that inventory management is goods receipt, goods issue, stock transfer. And when it comes to month end, you will recheck the goods which you have and order the not having goods. The rechecking of the goods is called physical inventory. Okay, you will count those goods and say, okay, this is available for me, this is available for me, so this is not required, and this is required for me, so I need to purchase it again. That is counting and reconciling physical stock at your system. Okay, so there are different movement types, as I said, 201 issue goods to cost center, or 601 where you deliver the goods. So these are the entities. Material valuation. When it comes to material valuation, so your father will be asking you from which money you have taken and balance money where you have kept. So every material when you purchase, you need to have some accounting. So what is the money you used? What is the money you saved? Your profit and loss will be decided by the amount uh, in and out of those particular pockets. Because if you purchase, take money from three different pockets and purchase, you cannot segregate the balance amount to all three different pockets. So every material is linked to some general ledger account with finance team integration, and the in and outs of that material is monitored clearly by the finance. So that is account assignment. And common account assignments are cost centers, where uh, in the training session we'll define you what is cost center, what is project, and what is sale order basic outline also, even though they are not related to MM, because MM people should know the integration of other modules also. Reporting purpose, there are different tools available in SAP MM, where if vendor asks you, how much monthly payment, if you ask the vendor that milk bill, usually your milk bill will be given in the month end. So vendor will ask you money of your milk bill on the month. So he ask you about 3,000 rupees. So you will recheck whether I have used those 3,000 rupees as my daily receiving of packets or daily receiving of milk, how many liters I have purchased. So for that you need to you have a reporting sort of thing where you mark in your calendar that today I have taken milk of 2 liters. That is your reporting, simple reporting, which you use day to day life, on day to life, and these sort of reportings are available in SAP. Stock overview, MMBA is that report where how much stock is available. You can just on a one click you can see the stock of the material. MB51 is there. So how much I purchased, how much I sold, how much I transferred, how much I used for one particular material or multiple metals. You can see those lists. And how many vendors I know. So this vendor level also I can see the reports. So there are different reports available in SAP, which makes your way easy for procurement and maintaining your accounting. So coming to transaction codes, so there are some transaction codes which are available to maintain your master data, like MM01, 02, and 03 is for display. M01 is for creation, 02 is for change, and 03 is for display. So we'll explain these things clearly. where we need to concentrate as a consultant on these transactions, because the role of consultant is to correct the mistakes which are done by the end users. End users means who are maintaining these transactions are the persons who are called end users. And if they have done a mistake, instead of goods receiving uh, from 101, without purchase order only they have received some goods. So for correction basis, what is the suggestions you give is your consultant role. Okay. So as a consultant, you need to know some transactions, what a end user do, and some tables also there where the data is stored in the back end. The transaction which is done by the end user will be stored in the SAP backend table. So SAP is integration of different modules, as I said. So you are purchasing material, your valuation and finance need to be there. After purchase, you are reselling that material or selling that material. You are manufacturing that material and selling that material means SD coordination should be there. If you are manufacturing, PP coordination should be there. Quality checks. Some products you need to check the quality after receiving the goods. Because uh, even the quality check also done in your daily life, where when you are purchasing a milk packet, you'll see the expiry date on the milk packet, or a bread packet, you'll see the expiry date. That is the quality which you do in your daily life. In the same way, after goods receiving also, every goods have their own specifications. Like even you purchase water also, water has their own moisture, that viscosity, or other key parameters which are there. What is the sodium content in the uh, that water, or what is the sulfur content in the water, different chemical contents in the water. So these are the quality checks which you do when you purchase even the water which is available, covering 70% of your world, because all things are not usable as you see. So the parameter checking and usability of those materials will be determined under quality management. So next, when it comes to plant maintenance, you have an equipment called bike. So if there are some small repairs, you will do your repairs on your own, like tightening those mirrors. You'll have some wrenches and parts, uh, and if you are not using those materials, what is everybody will say, if you have a car or bike, if you are not starting the car for some 30 days or 40 days, that car, it will give you a trouble while starting for the first time. So what they will tell is to just start for every 5 days. So those are your regular maintenances done for your equipment. And in the same way, organization also do regular maintenances for their equipment, which are stored in plant maintenance. So all these require materials, which is a base of SAP MM. Being a consultant, what you need to know. For example, configuration. What is configuration? You may ask me. If a person who knows about SAP MM may not ask about configurations, but a person who is not aware of SAP knowledge may ask about configuration. So you have different materials. So you will segregate those materials into different entities. For example, electronic items, you will segregate and keep it there. Your books, you'll organize and keep it there. So your kitchen items, you'll organize and keep it there. So how you are segregating those items based on their material nature or material group or some other things. So that nature to segregate your materials need to be initially configured at the back end and provided to the end user, so that he can segregate the material which is purchased into that particular group. Those are called configuration items. So vendor, you are purchasing a vendor is there, right? It is a master data, but you are purchasing it to your home. Your home is your company, so your home is your organization. How I maintain the data of that organizational structure is your configuration. Okay. Next, uh, in this configuration only, you need to have some analysis, because you cannot keep your sister's house, which is 2 lanes after your house, and the house which you stay as same address or same number, because if you give the order to Amazon or any delivery person, he'll get confused with those 2 points which are having same address. So how you organize your data? So the address number of your sisters is different. The address number of yours is different. So you need to say as a consultant that so these plant have different financials. These plant have different financials. So I need to make them as a separate entity, and I need to uh, calculate the profit and loss of different entities separately. So that analysis need to be as a key point of a consultant. And coming to error resolution, what I said, as a consultant, your role is to clear the errors which are done by the end users. The SAP is where uh, people are storing the data in the ERP, and while storing, because of system mistake or because of manual mistakes, there are some errors. As a consultant, those error resolution will be in your hands. And for error resolution also, no consultant will do the error resolution with their hands. They will suggest the consultant end user to do so and so process to resolve to get the error resolved. And for that, you will give the suggestions and communications. As a consultant, what are the words you need to use? What are the how you talk with your client is a plays a big role how you survive in a company. That communication and what are the wordings related to SAP you need to use, those also will be training here. And so many people will think what is SAP and what is ECC HANA, because latest versions of every phone will have some latest version, iPhone 15, 16, 14, 14 plus 16, like that also. SAP has some upgraded versions. So ECC is the older version. HANA is the currently running version of SAP. So in the training session, we'll give you the details of what is the differences between the previous version and the current version. Also, so that if you go to an interview and if the interviewer asks you on what are the types of ERPs, SAP which you use, you need to clearly say them, I am flexible to work in any of the SAPs available, like ECC or HAN. And how you map the data. So when you transfer the data from other ERP to SAP, how you will map the data. For example, you are shifting your home from one place to other place. So the other place is a little big place, and the previous place is a small place. So you will have a plan to organize. Okay, TV will be here. Okay, so sofa set will be here. So now that previously in the hall, my sofa set used to be here. Now in this hall, I need to keep it in this way because my TV visibility is higher as I have more space. So that mapping also need to be understood by a consultant. And some words which consultant use on a regular basis are implementation. What is implementation? The change which you do from other ERP to SAP ERP is your implementation. So from one house to other, changing to other house is your implementation in a layman language. So day-to-day activity which you do is your SAP rollout. So relatives are coming. So mommy asked you to shift your room to top stairs. So there is one room empty. So top stairs, you'll be going there and you'll be taking your things there. So or else, for example, there are Apple stores are there which are increasing rapidly, or Bajaj Electronics are there. Those stores are increasing rapidly. Uh, Supermarkets are there, so those are also increasing rapidly. So when a new store opens, you will create that store with different address, different name, and different number for identification purpose. And those store financials are calculated separately for understanding. So this is segregation, and creating that new store is your rollout. Next is data migration. If you are in ECC, working on ECC, and you are wanted to shift to HANA, that is called data migration. Next is cutover. Cutover is the point where while you are migrating the data from one system to other system, you will not enter any data in between the transfer of the data from here to 1.1 to point 2. That no zone point of not entering any data in point 1 to point 2 is your cutover. And after entering completely data into your ERP and you are handing over your system to the end users is your go live. And after go live, 3 months or 6 months, basing on the business requirements, they will talk and they will decide some time to take over the issues as implementation is done from our side. So it is called hypercare. How you upload the data, what are functional specifications, how you handle those function specifications, how to coordinate with the coding person, how code is involved. So these are all the things a consultant required will be trained in this training session. So as a demo, we are showing what is the relevance of master data and what is the things which go in SAP MM module. So this is what we are planning to do in our training. So thank you for joining us. And if any of you got any questions, as our time is also close, we can take a questionnaire of 5 to 10 minutes.
Hello, Sriram. This is Sandeep speaking. My
Yes.
question is that the training will happen in is for HANA related or previous model related?
It is completely S/4HANA, but while HANA training only. So what are the changes in the ECC also we will tell you, so that uh, you can, if because all the people who are interviewing are expecting a person to know both ECC and HANA. So
Okay.
you may not have a hands-on experience on HANA, but I know ECC. So you need to in a position to tell that, so I am expertise in HANA only, but ECC also I can handle and I have knowledge. I may not have hands-on experience. So we'll train you in such a way that if your opportunity is in ECC, you are ready to grab it, or if your opportunity is in HANA, you are ready to grab it. But your complete training is under HANA.
Yeah. And I just want to ask one more point. How, as a being in the starting, this thing from your background, like you said, you were in biotech technology and you moved to
Yes,
production field.
yes,
So for me, as a like a, if I want currently, many of us would have been started as a non-SAP or who are working as a SAP end user and don't have
yes,
any experience as a consultant.
yes.
So how it would be a challenge for us to get into a consultancy job like without any experience? How do we? Is it easy? Is it like it will be easier for us to go into the consultant get the consultancy job, or it will be?
nowadays even MNCs are preferring freshers. On dated of not last week, before last week, even Infosys offered around 79 jobs to freshers related
Okay,
to
but
SAP MM.
as if a person who is having an experience in not as a consultant,
No,
let's
because
say for
they are considering your experience as a key point to handle the client, and they are offering you a job in SAP.
okay.
Okay, so there is no such option that you will not get any opportunity. So we have also some different companies who wanted different consultant. So we can suggest your name basing on your knowledge and after the training how you perform. And in the interview you need to take care of yourself. And then if they are okay, they'll go ahead with you, or else so we can just suggest a person's name after training. It is not like if you give training, so many training institutes may directly tell you your placement is guaranteed or so. So, but
Mm-hmm.
no training institute will send you directly through a company. You can ask people who went inside also how they are facing their struggles. They cannot survive and fit there. So, we will train in such a way to handle those pressures and get in and struggle, survive there. That is what our training our training is not like just training, it is a project based training where you can handle the live data even for the first time also.
So
So
the
that is
intention
what our
is you
plan.
will be able to absorb directly into the project without any shadow and all also, without any shadow period as well. That is all our training focus. Yeah, please go ahead, Ram.
So
Thank
those
you,
are the things
Shriram.
we'll take care.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah. Anyone, any have other questions? Anyone? Bhavani, any questions? AJ, any questions? Kanti, Madhukar, Omkar, anything you want to ask? Sandeep already asked. Sushmita, any questions? You want any guidance of the career? Was he said already very clearly, Ram, about the opportunities point of view. Any questions you are free to ask? No, no problem. Okay.
Sir,
And
how
also, I
the schedule will go for this training?
schedule.
Yeah,
Ram, it is possible evenings, right? Only evenings, right? Not morning, right?
Not morning,
Not
evenings will be
morning.
possible because morning session I'm taking to for other countries. So
Ah, yes.
So what will be the timings?
Ram, about your, I mean, your comfort because you have the calls and all based on your task, your calls and all.
okay,
So you can tell to us.
sir, we'll plan it accordingly because
Ah,
Because my
that is what.
yeah, because
How many people are
I'm
working and their the for people who are joined, how many of them are working or non-working
correct,
or
correct,
completely
correct,
freshers
correct,
also. So we'll
correct,
decide
correct,
timing basing on their possibility also, because a
correct,
working person cannot attend a 5 o'clock session. So he'll be easily able to attend an 8 o'clock session, 8 to 9 session. So,
correct, correct,
basing on the persons who have joined this, will decide the timings which is feasible to everyone.
correct, correct,
That will
correct.
be a better solution for that.
Yes, that is good actually because of his online, we have that flexibility.
Yes, yes, yes,
That's good actually. So definitely not morning, Omkar. So it will be evening only, right? That's what possible,
yes, yes,
right?
yes,
yeah,
yes.
Mahesh, because I am also working with one
Uh,
private company. So my timings is around from starting from morning 9 till 7. It is a working time.
mm.
So
Correct, correct. So after that time we will plan because he is also working in that
Because
time.
previously we used to handle sessions at night 8 to 10 or 8 to 9:30. So there is no problem for me to take a session after 8. But basing on the people who have joined also will decide.
We'll decide. We'll be flexible, no problem.
No problem. So
Okay.
because if four people who are working joined and four people who have not working are not working joined, so we'll plan two sessions differently according to their feasibility. That will be easy. So it is not a problem for that. Basing on the people who are joining, we'll plan the sessions.
So when are you starting to, sorry, when are you planning to start it?
Mahesh should be the better.
Yeah, we will start immediately next week itself. Coming week itself, we can start.
Yes.
We'll start.
Will the classes be weekends or weekdays?
Mm, okay. How to Rob?
So,
Please your
so that is what. If weekend weekday sessions are possible, so weekday sessions will be 1 hour sessions and weekend sessions will be 2 hour sessions.
so okay. The one point is what I suggest is generally what I go for ABAP as well is
Mm.
weekdays are not daily required because you need practice and everyone is not difficult to accommodate everyday class. Okay.
Yes, yes,
Maybe we can think of Monday to Friday either 2 or 3 classes maximum, 3 hours, one
yes.
hour each class,
Mm.
and maybe remaining on Saturday, Sunday on your flexibility of all
Yes,
of you. Better, right? What do you say, all
yes.
of you? Because weekdays will be having a lot of things in parallel in our inbox, and then difficult to attend everyday class. And not that is important. You need some time to practice also, right? That is the main thing.
Because we just wanted to give you some time to practice and
Mm-hmm.
present your questions in the next classes because it is easy for me to complete 35 to 40 classes in 30 days single row, which
Correct,
will not be useful for you and me also.
correct.
Because the person who
True,
trained
true,
under
true.
me is having no knowledge means nobody will come under for me for next training.
Exactly. And with my experience also, see, a lot of I have taken right as a team. I have so many batches I have took up. 1 hour we take, you need put lot of good efforts. Some good number of hours you need to put as a learner, as a learner.
Yeah, because SAP, if you forgot to hands-on practice for 3 months, definitely you will not remember the transaction code which is happened 3 months ago. So nobody will take a break in SAP. They'll continue to work on a continuous basis. So you, even though the explanation gives you a design of 40%, the rest of 60% is in your hands where you need to practice.
So server I will provide the latest server 2023. I will provide to you all remote desktop. So it is working very good system. So very nice system. So I don't see at any point of time not available system because for last few months I am using extensively.
The same system we are using, Mahesh.
Yes, same
That is really good actually.
I am using
Design point of view,
extensively
that
for
is really
ABAP and
good.
all. So many people we are using
Mm.
along with me, our people, all trainees. So no one said any complaints of not availability of system.
Because standard SAP, whichever is there, they have not disturbed it. So
Hmm.
that is good.
That I will take care. So about system access, everything I will provide the individual access only. I will provide to you dedicated access to you. So anything you can reach to me, you are flexible. So I mean, you can reach to me anytime. And also I put my group. I think you are there all in my WhatsApp group, right? SAP group, SAP WhatsApp group. Okay, if anyone not there, please join into that group so that you will be in part of the SAP virtual university that we are building across the globe. You might be knowing many of you. So I grouped more than 1,000 people across the world. 95% people are working people only. Maybe 5% are HRs and maybe learners for the SAP. Otherwise, all the people in that group is all working people, where we share all the job opportunities, so any documentation, all the things. Many of you might have observed already.
Even the doubts which they are in the live data for them, they are asking those doubts also, and we are clearing those doubts
Correct,
as
correct.
a service,
Correct,
not
service,
as a
correct.
payment, because we want to organize a complete SAP baseline where
Correct.
a switch is there. We should be in a easy way to grab that opportunity and go for that switch.
Correct.
So the problem we faced in the initial stages of SAP is nobody is there as to refer me, or where are those opportunities. I don't know. Even only few opportunities are available in Naukri. So back-end recruitment basing on the reference used to be faster solution than preferring to Naukri and so. So those type of backends will be known by a person who is working in that organization only. So we have to make all those people to come under one umbrella, and we
Correct.
are asking them, if you have any opportunities, you please let us know. So because we have the manpower who are trained in SAP, so that we can share you those manpower.
Yes. And also, correct. Yeah. Yes, correct. Also, I am in online discussion with some people, some HR people and all, where I'm confident to give the SAP consultants, like this all these models, MM, ABAP and all, so to observe directly into their projects, because we are training under through our company. So as industry expectations, hence I'm very confident, so to talk with them and ask them to take the people on board into their companies.
That is what, because people who are trained under this organization will definitely be referred to some or the other company. But after going to do the interview, the person who is going there need to face their interviews and prove themselves.
Exactly.
So presenting wise, we can do.
Yes.
But after the presentation, the work you handle or the output which you show is based on the consultant hand only.
Correct. Correct. Hence, we are focusing more all our trainings more on hands-on point of
Yes,
view, where you
live
are
data,
unable
how
to.
business uses that SAP, we are training in that way only. What is the error which you will receive in day-to-day live data? Not system data, system errors. Because if you, every one of you may, some of the other people may use those SAP standard errors which are there, like factory calendar error. Those are standard errors which you will not get in an organization where go live data is already available. So we'll not train those things. We'll train those things. What are the errors which are available in the live data, so that if a person asks you a questionnaire basing on your experience, thinking that if your answering skills are reaching around 2 to 3 years person, so he may ask you in link with business data also. So you will be in a position definitely to answer those questions. So any other questions, please let us know.
Okay, anyone, any questions? So otherwise, we'll wind up for the session. No? So yeah, right. So we'll wind up. Thanks for all joining the session. Reach to me for further information. No? So we will start next week only the class. We'll think of maybe we'll start Wednesday like that. Maybe wrong, right? If everything is
Yes,
okay.
yes, Wednesday is very fine.
Wednesday like that. Wednesday, better. So I will also post this recording in our group as well.
Yes.
And I also give the live as well in the YouTube. I think we can close it. Ron?
Okay.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah. Thanks. I have. Bye bye. Have a good Sunday.
Have a good weekend, everyone.
Thank you, Mahesh sir. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Ram.
Thank you. Thank
Thanks a
you.
lot.